Hello everyone, it's been a while since I posted a video on YouTube, but I wanted to come back here and grow this channel a bit more and add some more content, as well as just sort of share what I've been working on. This is going to be an otherwise boring video where I'll be talking about some of the LEGO minifigs that I've made to coincide with the release of the new game, Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I'll first talk about what makes these figures custom and then explain more about the specific process and category of customs that they fit into. Then I'll go over all the versions of Link that I made and talk about those in detail. So stick around to be filled in on all the in-depth information, or you can just skip, there's nothing stopping you from doing that too. So before we begin talking about these Zelda figures, I wanted to talk a little bit more about what makes these specific figures the type of custom that they are. This is what's called a semi-purist figure. You've seen in the past on my channel full custom minifigures, which would include painting, cloth work, everything like that. This figure, on the other hand, for the most part is using 80% full official parts, but you can definitely see there is a custom hair element I've made, some painting on that sleeve right there, and I have cut these cloths to kind of fit how they are, as well as cut up some stickers for the shoes and whatnot. I'm finding more and more nowadays my style with custom LEGO has eased more into the semi-purist rather than extreme straight customs, as I really like the creative limitations that it brings along with trying to use official parts to create new characters. I will cross that line every once in a while into full custom parts, specifically with hair pieces and helmets and whatnot, but I like to keep my figures for the most part in the style of LEGO by trying to keep it looking about how LEGO would make it themselves. As you can see, this has a lot more cloth. It would never show up on an actual LEGO figure, but it still looks normal next to other official figures, which I guess is kind of the entire idea. So going over this specific Link, you can start by just talking about the elephant in the room, which is the custom part. I've designed two hair pieces for these Links. This first one has his longer hair, as we can see in the new game. It's kind of a culmination of a bunch of official parts, as well as just some custom design that I did. Designed this digitally, then 3D printed it, and now I've painted it. I go through a specific paint and gloss process to get it looking as plastic-like as possible. I can go into depth with that process in future videos. You can see a little example like right there that I've also done that with. But for the most part, I wanted this to look as LEGO-like as I could have. This Link is wearing his like Roman toga medieval shoulder reveal costume. I'm not really sure what to call this one, but I'm sure someone has already filled people in down in the comments, and if not, that person could be you. I really like this look in the game, and also what I ended up going with for this custom. You can see on his left, I guess right arm, that he's got a fully transparent green arm. I was sent some awesome figures and products by this account on Instagram, but you can see it's got a really cool effect when I paired it with this figure, where it's sort of like he's using his abilities. I guess it's not really a spoiler, but in the new game he gets a lot of cool arm things, and you can kind of see I used a spider torso from that Avatar new line of sets for the torso, try to evoke that, like, I don't know, corrupted thing coming off the arm. I think I like that combo quite a lot actually. But yeah, be sure to check out their account on Instagram. I think I pulled off this figure pretty well. He's using an Indiana Jones satchel, as well as just some flesh, legs, and I put on some indications of sandals, I guess you could say. There's nothing on the actual legs, but I just cut up some brown sticker parts to sort of evoke that vibe. This hair is basically just fully custom idea. I really try to keep it in the style of LEGO though. These ears, on the other hand, are straight up the elf ears from the Lord of the Rings line. I just took those designs, I just plopped it on here. And then this hair in the back is also an official hair of some sorts. I can't really remember which one. I think it's the Lloyd hair from the Ninjago movie. And then I've just kind of blended it all together. I can't remember for the life of me what this face is from. Maybe someone else can also drop that in the comments, but I've used this face amongst all three Links. I just feel like it fits, and I didn't really find a better expression. I wish I had a more neutral one, but I guess maybe I'll look for one in the future. But yeah, that's the toga Link. I don't really know what to call him, but the sort of like the Tears of the Kingdom marketing Link. My favorite part has just got to be that arm. I think it's called Ultra Hand, is the ability he's using when he's, you know, manipulating and building all the Korok torture machines.
Do you think God stays in heaven because he too lives in fear of what he's created?
But yeah, let's go on to the next link and talk about him. So the next link we are gonna go over is the Breath of the Wild link. This is sort of really simple custom. The only custom parts on this are gonna be the arms and the hair, as well as this hip piece actually. That's something I can go over later with the third link. I have painted these arms tan just to sort of give the same look he had in Breath of the Wild, as well as this hair piece. It's actually different, featuring a ponytail this time, but for the most part the front's exactly the same as the previous link. As you can see, it's kind of hard to even notice the difference, but when you go to the side profile and even the 3/4 view, you can really tell that these are two different hair pieces. Something I neglected to talk about with this previous link is you can see that clear, or that slope rather, in the back of the hair, as well as this one. It is purposefully made that way in order to be able to clear accessories that he can put on his shoulder, like such as hoods, as you'll see in, spoiler alert, the last link. But also these satchels fit perfectly, and a kind of a cool feature, I guess you can say, with using these Indiana Jones satchels as part of the figure is you can just sort of slip in a sword onto these guys and have him carrying a sword just like that, which is kind of like a really cool way to display them. This link is using the same head, but it is using a different torso, which is the Boba Fett torso from, I don't know, some young Boba Fett. But I really like this dark azure, I'm pretty sure it's called, color for the Breath of the Wild link. I think that fits also this print, and he's just using some basic dual molded legs to go along with this look. So here is the final link. This is the link from also the promotional material for Tears of the Kingdom. It's a little bit different from the last one. This is a different tunic, and it's also got like some shoulder armor stuff and more stuff going on. I have another one of the hands right here for his Ultra Hand. I've played the game now a little bit, and I don't actually think he uses Ultra Hand when he is in this getup. Nevertheless, he is depicted in some of the promotional material and also the amiibo with the Ultra Hand and this getup. The main difference between the last link and this link is the hood part and the torso used, as well as brown painted on the arms this time instead of the tan. Same hair piece, same face, but you can see right there that the hair perfectly sits and clears a hood. And just for demonstration purposes, let's bring in that other link hair and just show you how perfectly it clears the hood. So fits perfectly like that, and I really proud of how that kind of came out design wise. Finishing off, this torso is actually a Jurassic Park torso, and on the back, which is nicely hidden by this cape, is a fanny pack. I don't really know what character or movie or set that comes from, but I like the buckle design on there and I feel like it fit really well. This shoulder piece is a shoulder pad with spikes that I've actually cut off and then trimmed on the other side, so it's typically goes over both arms, but in this case it's just over this one. Not the cleanest job on top, but it serves its purpose, and yeah, I'm kind of liking the look. The hood and cape, the cape is actually trimmed and the hood is third-party knockoff. It's actually plastic, not like rubber. These legs are almost legit, where I have cut off the bottom part of the hips and super glued them onto the top part of a blue hip. So these are actually two hips together to make one new leg look, and when you kind of plug it in, you get like more of a long tunic vibe, you know. I like how that looks, and I think that it is such a great addition to these figures. But you can let me know down below what you think. That is gonna sum it up for these figures and going over them. Let me know what you think down below. I have so many figures I can talk about with what I've been making recently. You can check out my Instagram. I'd love to make some more videos on here. I'm in the middle of a move, moving cross country to a different state right now, so I'm in the middle of packing and it's very chaotic, but I thought the one thing I could do is make some content here. I'd like to make more, so yeah, please let me know if you'd like to see that. Thanks for watching this video, and stay tuned for the ones to come. Check out my Instagram, and yeah, thanks for hanging out and watching this content, and I'll see you guys in the next video.